Welcome, everyone. Joe Tarnowski with RangeMe, and I have with me Gianna Malatrasi from the Panza. She's the co-founder and CEO, and they actually just scored a nice buyer win with Maddie's Market, an independent gourmet grocer out in Highland Park, Illinois, that did a sourcing campaign, the first sourcing campaign we did with an independent retailer. And we're going to talk a little bit about Gianna's products, the brand, and a little bit about her experience in the sourcing campaign. So, Gianna, thank you so much. And to start off, can you give us an overview of your company and the products?
Of course. So, hi everybody. I'm Gianna from the Panza. The Panza pretty much is family business, women owned. We started in 2019 in our basement in Colorado. Like every good store, it's either the garage or the basement. So ours was the basement. We took my husband and I took an old family dessert recipe that I had, and we just twisted it around. And like we say, we gave it a modern twist. We started with the original guava, and now it has grown from 1 to 13 flavors. Last year, we expanded our facilities and relocated to Boca Raton, Florida. So we're here now, and it's just been a great experience overall. Interesting. But
Well,
pretty great.
that's good. That's awesome to hear. So, and yeah, it's kind of like Maddie's, where Maddie started in her kitchen,
Yeah,
and then it turned into a retail business.
yeah.
So, now, who is your product targeted at? Like, who is your ideal consumer, and where are you currently distributed?
So our ideal consumer, it's anyone that likes something good and sweet and just light, but really it's that person that it's they don't like anything too sweet.
Hmm.
Just want a little bite of something. Like myself, I'm not a sweets person at all, and I just needed something that, you might want to bite something, but it's not overwhelming. So that would be our customer. Also, the person that really is health conscious.
Hmm.
So we are organic, we're non-GMO, we're vegetarian friendly. We have this motto that if our 7-year-old daughter can't read the ingredients, it's just not going in that bag.
Hmm.
Like it's just how we do things at home. And so it just kind of rolled over into the company. So yeah.
Gotcha. And that's actually a good way to look at it because a lot of people are going for more transparency in ingredients. That's a
Yeah.
really big thing now as people get more and more into wellness. Now I think you mentioned and you when Maddie described it, she said it was kind of cracker, kind of cookie.
Yeah.
Explain that. Explain the texture of
So
that.
we took the original guava tar, was kind of
Hmm.
like this thick, kind of like a cookie.
Hmm.
And we just pretty much thinned it down.
Hmm.
And it's just a very thin, we call it like a sweet cracker. It's a
Yeah.
stick because it has sugar.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong. We do have some savory ones where we sprinkle kosher salt on top of it,
Hmm.
but it's still the same base. It's just very thin and crispy. So
Hmm.
sometimes even I crunch them and throw them into like ice cream or whatnot, or you can use them as scoops because they're like that thin
Hmm.
and crunchy cracker like, just sweet.
That's what Maddie liked about it because it was kind of that in between. It was like
Yeah,
lay right in the middle between the two. So not
yeah.
too sweet, not too much like one, not too much like the other.
No, it's just perfectly balanced.
Excellent. So you were on the other end of the sourcing campaign, right? There were, I think, 320 suppliers that actually
Yeah.
applied. You were one of a handful that were selected. What was the experience like from your end?
So it was very straightforward, clean, and simple. You get the email, or you sit there and you just go through what's new. And I just kind of set it and forget it because you have all of, like, as a vendor, you have
Hmm.
already placed your information in there. So it's just like answer a couple of questions, make sure it follows what they're looking for so you don't waste your time or theirs. And just literally set it and forget it. And a couple months later, I got the email. So it was kind of like, yay, Christmas in July.
So great. So you got an email. Now, did she requested samples first and then check that
She
out?
Yeah, as soon as I got the email that everything had kind of like gone through the next
Yeah.
process, she requested the samples. I sent them in, I think it was like next day. And I got the emails straight from her
Mhm.
that she loved the product and she would like to move forward. So yeah, and now we're
That's great. I think it was cool that she enlisted some of her customers to get involved in the process, her best customers to
yeah.
get involved. So
I mean,
uh
it's great because you get to know the community and get to
mhm,
know what is in certain areas. I've
yeah.
noticed with my product, depending
Mhm,
on the area, there's certain flavors that get highlighted more or
mhm.
less. So it was interesting to see in that particular area what she would choose.
Gotcha. Which ones did she choose?
I think she chose coconut, one of the chocolate kosher
Hmm.
salts, fig, and plain sugar, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Yeah.
Very cool. So, how do you like working with independents, right? Independents are a different breed than the major chains, and she's as independent as you get. One single store, very tied to the community. How is your relationship with her?
I like small business owners because you get that personal relationship with them.
Mhm,
And as I mentioned, you get to know the people in certain areas and what they like. And also they can give you some insights because they talk to. It's not your big chain grocer where you don't
mhm,
know anybody. So they know their customer and they might have some insight on what is coming up in the market, what they might be into.
mhm.
So I think it's a win-win situation when dealing with like that independent client.
Excellent, excellent. So, last question. What do you think? I'm always looking for recommendations or best practices from suppliers that have had success on RangeMe. What do you think it is about your profile or something that grabbed her attention or that really, made you stand out?
Um, I think I maintain our profile as clean and as neat, as straightforward as
Hmm.
possible. Our product is so simple, and for me, that has to come through in everything, whether it's
Hmm.
just a social or just an email or like the ingredients.
Hmm.
Simple, straightforward. And I mean, range me, it's so easy and simple, and everything is just jotted down as you need to do. And also, I think the product speaks for itself. We have a very, very unique product. I've gone nights just doing research and I've tasted so many things. And I don't think we've ever come across something that is as unique as ours. So I think that might just be something that it attracts people
Hmm.
just to find something new out there instead of the usual stuff.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
Well, congratulations again, and I wish you the
thank
best
you.
of luck moving forward with this new
Thank
relationship.
you. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you. Take care, everybody.
Take care.